Page 38, Shining Stars. At the top of the page, they're introducing another new note. I'm a little confused because we had a bunch of these notes in the previous video. Apparently you haven't really had those notes, they just stuck them in. I'm not sure what Faber thinks they're doing there. But here it's the top space and the bass clef is a G. Just make sure you know it. I get the impression that Faber just wanted you to play finger numbers in the last video. I'm very much opposed to just playing finger numbers. However, let's talk about this. We got the new note G. Okay, we got it learned. Just memorize it. This piece goes 4/4 time. The hands are not necessarily playing at the same time till you get to the end. Let's look on page 39. On the second line, we got two notes at a time. And the first measure there, it's measure 9. You have a G and an A. Those two notes next, cockeyed like that. You play them at the same time, you still do it. And you just play it together. Same way you play any other thing with two notes, you just play them together. And then in the next measure is the right hand. You have a C and an E, you play them together. You're doing that. And you get down to the last line, here. Now you've got both hands here, playing 4 notes. And then if you look in the second measure, you see the 8VA, both hands. They want both hands to go up. So instead of here, you're just going to come up to here. You play them here. And then in the third measure, it's got a 15 MA, both hands. So now, again, you're going to go up again. See, the 15 is from where the note is written in the music, not from where you're at on the keyboard. So it's there. And they have to have both hands, because if they didn't put both hands on there, then it would just be that staff, which would be the right hand, and the left hand would stay where it's at. And that's the way that works. For the rhythm, it's just quarter notes and half notes and whole notes. Hopefully you can get the rhythm okay. That shouldn't be a problem. So once you got that, then you go in and put in the slurs. You're just lifting up between the slurs. Let's look at, we'll look on page 38. See the first two measure? And the lift up. You just lift up here before you play here. Just so there's silence. So you take, like taking a breath. Between each slur, lift up so there's a little silence. And when you get over to page 39 on the second line, there's no slurs or nothing. We can't connect. When we play repeated notes on a piano, you can't connect them. So you do the best you can. Play them as connected as you can. And then we're back to that one. Yeah. Dynamic wise, it starts out loud. F for loud at the beginning. You'll have to decide what loud is. When you get to top of page 39, now it's soft, just like an echo. Then the second line, you're loud. Then the third measure of the second line, now you're soft, like an echo. You're loud for the last line. And the second measure, you're soft. And you're staying soft. Easier to play soft when you get higher up. Yeah. That's the idea. As far as the speed goes, that's entirely up to you. They say moving gently. That has nothing to do with speed. How fast do you feel it should go? You want to kind of feel the stars moving down? How fast is the star moving? I don't know. Whatever. That would be your speed. It's a personal thing. Then when you get all that worked out, you can add the damper pedal. See, they've put in the pedal indication. I always do the pedal last. Learn it first without the pedal so you can hear everything. The fingers got to do the work. And then you add the pedal. Well, in this case, they're holding the pedal down for the whole thing. So right after you push the first note, you're going to push the pedal down. And you're going to hold it down until the very end. When the hands come up, the pedal comes up with them. That's all it is. Also notice in the last two measures, there's a note in between the staves. Play as soft as possible. So it's like really soft when you play. Try play how soft can you play it. Just don't use the soft pedal, that's cheating. Just play it softly. Now for the coda, because we're moving the hands, we're moving both hands at the same time. That gets tricky because there's no rest or anything. You got to move and play immediately, and it's both hands. So really, your hands are kind of together. If you could kind of keep them in this position, I take one finger, maybe the thumb, and I aim that. And I let the other fingers just go along. I don't try and aim 4 fingers. So I'm aiming this finger. I want to put here to here. And again, I mean, you can aim any finger you want, it doesn't matter, it's a personal thing. It's just the idea of trying to get 4 fingers to I'll talk more about techniques for moving the hands as we go through this, but it's something you need to keep in mind and it's really best not to be looking at the keyboard more than you have to, but when you have to move like this, you gotta look at the keyboard. I mean, it's not, you can memorize that last line real quick because it's the same notes in 3 different octaves, so okay. So you don't need to look at the music at all, you just hear, you know what it is. Just focus on moving. We do practice hand movements in piano when we have to, that's alright. At the bottom of the page, on page 39, they're saying, point out a broken second, block third, and all that stuff. Those are intervals, right? Seconds and thirds, we've had those. And blocked is when you play them at the same time. It's like on page 39 in the second line. That's a third. You're playing them at the same time, so it's a blocked third. Well, broken is when you play them one at a time, or anything other than blocked. So really the seconds, those are all broken seconds. That is, this to here, that's another second, that's a third. That's a third there, and then a second. Those are broken. That's really what they're after. So let's try this together slowly. You go ahead and make sure you can play it. No hesitations or nothing. And then we'll try it. Make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie. 2, 3, 4. Off. Now at the bottom of the page, on page 38, there is a duet part for this. I'll play that, and you play what you just played. But I need you to go up an octave again. So just pretend middle C goes up an octave, and it's here. And instead of here, you're up here. Now when you get to the end and you're going up, you can't go up too much, so you may end up just going up 1 octave, and that's it. You may not be able, if you have a full keyboard, you can go on up 2 octaves, because you can go all the way up to there. Now if you have a short keyboard, you can't do that, don't worry about it, just go up as high as you can go. And if you're playing this duet with another person on the same piano, on the same keyboard, the duet part does the pedal, so you don't need to do the pedal. But if it's 2 separate keyboards, you can go ahead and do the pedal just like you did. So I'm going to give us 4 counts, and let's just play it together slowly and see how it goes. So go ahead and put your hands up here now, where we are. Yeah, up here, and here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4,